Right guys, Mummy B and Joshy B have gone off to London for a couple of days. So I've brought the kiddies, or the rest of the kiddies, down to the Warren, which is right at the coast. So we're having a little rummage around some rocks. We haven't found any crabs or anything yet, but I shall pan the camera around and show you a few bits. Oh, are you going to talk and say hello? Oh, have you got big trousers now? You can do some splashing. Oh. Go guys, lots and lots and lots of rocks. There's Daisy B, lots of rocks. Oh yeah, we can have a look at the big rocks, can't we? There's Elliot. The sound might not be quite so great guys, so I do apologise, it's quite windy and obviously you can hear the sea. There we go, over there's the White Cliffs of Dover. There we go, all those chalky cliffs. There you can see Oscar B running around, and then over this way we can see Paige. There's Daisy and Elliot investigating. Plenty of little rock pools, but no sign of any crabs at all. Well, it's quite windy, as I'm sure you can hear. There we go, we've got Paige digging for treasure. I'm sure it's probably just a load of rubbish, but
I think it's like the war.
You think it's something from the war?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a bird. I can't get it out.
Paige can't get it out.
Oh, I put.
Oh.
I've got underneath it.
Might have to do a bit more digging than that, Paige.
It ends there. It ends there. Ew.
It's a mystery. Oh, it's coming.
That's a crab.
Hey? It's not a crab. Probably just a big bit of wood or something. Oh, there we go. It's a nice big rock.
It's
It's kind of a slab of rock sort of in it. So Paige has done some digging and officially found absolutely nothing.
No, I haven't uncovered it.
Oh, sorry, Paige hasn't uncovered it yet. Maybe what she needs to do is carry it to a rock pool nearby and wash it off.
I can't carry it. It's really heavy.
Now, Elliot B, you wanted to tell our friends about this massive rock behind you. What did you want to say? We can't lift it, can we? Even with your super duper big strong muscles, we can't lift that one, can we? But maybe...
When my muscles are this, I can just lift it super high.
Yeah, maybe if you keep eating all of your dinners, you'll be able to lift it one day, won't you? Yeah? That'll be good. Well done, Elliot. Do we? Go on then. Right guys, you can tell I'm probably squinting, it's really sunny. We're on our way away from the Warren now, but behind me just here we've got the train line which runs between Folkestone Central and Dover Priory. I shall give you a better view of that in a minute, but that's how close you can get to the train tracks down here. It's the high-speed train, so I shall show you a better view in a second. Here we go guys, there's a slightly blurred view. There we go, it's a better view. That's a better view of the train line from Dover to Folkestone, or Folkestone to Dover, whichever way you're going. As you can see, you've got the bricks there. We're actually standing on top of a tunnel which runs through the hillside. There we go, as you can see in the background there, you've got all the white cliffs. We've just missed a train, so I don't think we're going to see one again just yet. But it's the high speed route, this one, Dover, Folkestone, Ashford and so on, all the way up to London. Right guys, coming towards us now is a train from Dover on its way to Folkestone Central. There we go, you can see the yellow front of the train approaching. This is one of the high-speed trains, so this one will carry on up to London St Pancras. There we go. Just into the tunnel below us. There we go. There we go guys, there's a Martello Tower, one of many around the coast. This one, by the looks of it, is in the middle of being converted into a house. And down we walk. This way you can see just in front of me there's another Martello Tower, just kind of with a pointy roof there in the middle of the picture. We do have another one just around there. Coming to you now. Very windy. There we go, another one just there on the golf course on the East Cliff of Folkestone. There we go, if we can see into the distance, we've got a couple of boats there coming in and out of the port of Dover across to France. Right guys, it's Thursday now, it's nearly lunchtime. Laura and Joshua will be back this evening, but myself, Daisy, Paige, Elliot and Oscar, we've got to pop up to town to a couple of shops and we've got our lunch with us, so we're going to go on another little adventure today. Not really sure where we're going to go yet, but I'm sure I can get a few video clips and pictures for you. So we'll see you soon. Right guys, we've been to the few shops that we needed to go to, picked up some drinks and crisps to go with our sandwiches for lunch. We're on our way to the Lower Leas Coastal Park, which is about half a mile around the coast from where we were yesterday. But I just thought I'd stop here. You can see in the background the busiest waterway in the world is the English Channel, and you can actually see France today. So I'm going to just turn the camera around, so see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see how close we are to France. Here we go guys, you can see in the distance there, there's the cliffs of the coast of France. There's a few large boats out in the channel today as well. And where we're going to go is we're going to have a wander down something called the zigzag path, and we are going to have a wander down there. If I zoom out a bit, you'll actually be able to see how far down it is. Oh, there we go guys, we're going to make our way down there, find somewhere to sit and have our sandwiches. So we'll see you on the way down. There we go guys, across the bay you can see Dungeness Power Station. But we are at the top of the zigzag path, so we're going to make our way down to the seafront, the Lower Leas Coastal Park.
Let's go. And then why do we have our lunch at the big park?
Well, it's going to be quite nice to have lunch at the big park, isn't it?
Because at the big park, that's where we can eat our lunch.
Yeah.
Because if we eat it on the bench or stuff chairs out here,
Yeah.
that's actually not the right place to eat our lunch.
That's it, right guys. It does go quite a way down, as you can see, so we shall carry on. Right, near the bottom now guys, you can see Folkestone's very own amphitheatre. I hold outdoor shows and outdoor cinema screenings in the summer months, and we're going to wander through little kind of rocks in the, like little caves in the cliffside. It's really dark in here, isn't it boys? Oh, I love you too.
Wow, this is really good, isn't it?
There we go. I'd imagine it'll be quite busy down here today because Easter holidays and it's a nice day. So, see what we can find and see where we can find to eat some lunch. Oscar. Right guys, we've just had lunch on the beach and we're going to have a little walk along now. Have a look over there at Folkestone Harbour Arm and the now disused Folkestone Harbour train station, which has been recently renovated. So I should get a few pictures there. And then the big white building that we can see there, the Hotel Bursting. Go. We've got Daisy B and Oscar B, and then this side we've got Paige and Elliot. You need to sit over there, do you? Go on then. Elliot's gonna go and sit on a nice big rock. Cool, that's good, Elliot. Yeah, I'll take a picture of you drinking your drink. Oh, that's good. I bet that drink's nice, isn't it? Is that drink nice? Yeah. There we go, trying to walk along the beach before the tide comes in and gets us. Right, what we're coming up to here is a boardwalk, which is on Folkestone seafront, which has been installed, I think, in preparation for the redevelopment. I have a little signpost here I shall get. There we go. This takes you, I do believe, right to the harbour, right into the harbour arm, so we'll have a little record of some of this as we go along. Come on then, boys. There we go, there's the historic Lees lifts, hydraulic pressure lifts. I think they're being repaired at the moment, so they're certainly not open just yet. Yeah, Daddy knows what a wave means.
A wave means it does splash people when people go in it.
It does splash people, doesn't it? Now, for anyone that is familiar with Folkestone, this is the area where in the, well, certainly as the 80s, I remember it as a child, where the Rotunda theme park used to be. Now, it was just a big concrete mess up until just recently, but they've actually filled it all in with shingle now. So it has extended the beach up, and they've put this boardwalk in just to make it a little bit more interesting for everyone. But if the redevelopment does go ahead, then one assumes a lot of the shingle will be moved again. Right, as we carry along the boardwalk, we're getting closer and closer to the Folkestone Harbour Arm. But if you look around the coast, if I zoom in, you can actually see the Martello Tower up on the golf course where we were yesterday. So we're not too far away. There we go. We shall carry on the boardwalk. Right, we're approaching the end of the boardwalk now. As you can see in front of us is the now disused Folkestone Harbour train station. So I shall get plenty of pictures of what they've done there. Now they've now made it accessible to the public. The other side of that, we've got the harbour arm where there's all music, live events, and some places to eat and drink. So it's quite a place to be in the summer now, or certainly in the nicer weather. As you can see, you've got the arm that goes out into the sea. It's a shame to lose it as a train station, but it certainly looks a bit better than what it has done over the last few years. Right, there we have the harbour arm. There's lots of entertainment and food places along there. Inside, what the like the train station would be, and like the waiting areas. And then at the end of the arm you've got the lighthouse there, and you can actually walk along the top. You probably see a few people walking along the top. I'm not actually going all the way along this time because we've got the boys with us. But you can see as we pan around, there's the white cliffs again that we saw yesterday. And We're looking at somewhere around there, underneath that discoloured area of cliffs. That's roughly where we were yesterday down at the Warren. As we zoom out and pan around, there we go, there's the harbour. So we're going to walk back up the disused railway station now on the railway track to see what they've done. Here we go. Now we're actually walking on what would have been the railway tracks. They've actually kept them in place and just filled it in as a walkway, which does look really nice. Oscar, come over this way then, don't walk on the plants. Good boy. It does look really nice, but as I said, it is a shame to lose it as a railway station. This would have been heavily used within the wars, bringing troops down to the coast, as we're so close to mainland Europe. But it certainly does look a lot better than the rundown, disused station that it was up until recently. It's quite a nice little social place to be now. You can see just above you've got the Grand Bursting Hotel. Right, as we approach the end of the Folkestone Harbour railway station, we come to the roadway which leads along into the harbour arm, but they've also pedestrianised a swing bridge which crosses the inner harbour. So here's the swing bridge. I've never actually seen it operational in my lifetime, but you can now walk across it. There's plenty of boats in the inner harbour. And this line would have continued up to where the line splits on the main Folkestone to Dover line that we saw yesterday. The line splits to come down here, and it splits just short of another disused railway station at Folkestone East. You can see here where there would have been a crossover in the railway lines. And just up ahead of us, you can't can't see it just yet, but if I zoom in, there's a green fence up there. That's as far as they've got with the redevelopment and the pedestrianisation of this. Whether they do any more, I don't know. Right, now we've come round into the fish market area of the harbour, and you can see that there's some disused tram lines which have all been bricked in to create a roadway. And now we're this side of the harbour. As you can see over there, we've got some fishermen working on their boats. Where we walked from, over there. There we go guys, that's more of the disused train track from the harbour. You can't actually access this bit, I'm just leaning over the fence to get it. It's just not an awful lot that you can access and see from now on. That's about 100 metres or so from the green fenced off area where we was a few moments ago. There we go, a little bit further up the track we managed to cross over on a footpath. That's where the line continues up towards the main Dover line. There we go, we can see how overgrown and disused the track is. It's awful really, such a waste. There we go, we're now standing on a level crossing a few minutes up the road. That's the line that runs down to the harbour. So if I turn around, we can see the level crossing here, and that's the line there that completes the harbour line and joins onto the main Folkestone to Dover line. Now up there we can see in the distance the Orient Express, one of the most famous trains in the world. It's not the greatest of pictures of it, but I shall try and get some more at some point soon, but it only comes by on the occasional Thursday. There we go, this is the line that joins at the end of the harbour line, so that joins onto the Folkestone to Dover line. If I zoom in, you're kind of in the middle of the picture now. That's where it will roughly join the line, and the trains would have come to and from Dover. So guys, I know this has turned into a bit of a railway tour, but this is originally very much a fishing town, and the harbour and the railway are such a major importance to this place. So these last couple of days we've had a little wander out around the coast. I hope you have enjoyed it, but I think that comes to the end of this little adventure. Oscar's a little bit sad and tired now, so we're going to make our way home so that he can put his feet up. Alright, thanks guys, and maybe we'll do another little adventure again soon.